Hello, my name is Maika Edwards. I've been in the ZTA program since July, so I think that's about 4 or 5 months. So I was inspired by my dad, who is an airline pilot for American Airlines, actually inspired me to become a pilot. He mentioned a discovery flight, which I took early this March, and I really enjoyed that. So I decided to join the ZTA program, and he actually backseated one of my flights, and he watched the whole lesson. In today's video, you'll see me doing approaches and a Piper Archer.
Ross 554 Addison Tower, the wind 350 at 8, runway 34, clear for takeoff.
34, clear for takeoff, that's 554. Okay, and then the strobe light's on, right? Okay, airspeed's alive, everything's in green. Okay, 16 knots. Let's keep our wind correction on 090 just so we don't get too pushed. Okay. And then checklist. I need to put more trim down. For cruising, power is between 2,000 and 2,500. My trim, put more right now. And then the mixture is still rich. Fuel is 22 on the left side, 21 on the right side, so it's still good. Fuel pump off. Okay, you can expect the RNAV for runway 36 at McKinney, and we can maintain this altitude and heading. Okay. And then, should I get their weather now? Okay. 19.925.
525 Golf Juliet, Addison ground. Runway 34, taxi via Alpha.
The heading, and then the altitude. And then autopilot. Okay, so just remember, wherever you click altitude, it's gonna lock where you were. So right now it's 2020. Okay. Not a big deal, but... Okay. And then, so it'll just be... Vertical speed, yep. Vertical speed, and then nose down. Maybe 100, 200. Okay. It's gonna get there pretty quick. We're already pretty much on it, but it's just gonna recapture the altitude. Okay. Okay, let's go left heading 045. 045. Okay. So we're doing the RNAV GPS approach for runway 36 in McKinney. So our approach course is going to be 359, which we can see on here. Our runway length is 7,000 feet, touchdowns on elevation 589. We got our weather information from their ADS 119.925, and we'll be contacting tower, which will be 118.825, and I'll just put that on here. Okay. And we're gonna south vector to LZ at 2,000 feet, and then we'll be intercepted with our glide slope or final approach fix. And then we're going to descend down to our minimums, which is going to be 789. And if we do not see the runway by then,
Tail traffic, this is Gus 216. We're about 8 miles northwest of the airport. We're going to be entering left downwind for runway 35, tail traffic.
Direct to Belsey and hold there. Okay. And for our holding, it'll be a direct entry. Okay.
Air traffic up to 533, 6 miles, west of the field, 3,700
right,
maneuver.
let's go ahead and contact McKinney Tower. Okay. And what's your call gonna sound like? So it'll just be McKinney Tower, is just us. 554. We're about... remember you have the range knob here, so you can adjust the... So this is 10 nautical miles, right? Yeah, so this this radius around us is all 10 nautical miles, so I'd say we're about 12.
Okay, so about 12 miles to the south?
Kind of southwest right
Southwest, okay.
And we'd like to self-vector for the RNAV 36.
Okay.
And we have information.
36, and then information Bravo.
And just make sure you say Archer before the call sign.
Okay. And let me switch it to McKinley. McKinley Tower, this is Archer, press 554. We're about 12 miles to the southwest. We would like to self-vector for RNAV 36, and we have information Bravo.
Press 554, McKinley Tower, good morning, maintain VFR, report final approach fix.
Maintain VFR and report final approach fix, plus 554.
Alright. And what color data do we want to be on?
Pink data.
Okay.
So we're in the right data.
Cool.
And then once we hit LZ, that's when I call them again, right? And then tell them that we're at final approach fix. Okay, and then I'll do the landing checklist. Okay, our seatbelts are good. Fuel selector. I might change it to the right one, but I need to put on the fuel pump for that. Alright.
Okay, let's go ahead and turn left to 280.
280. Okay, so I switched the fuel selector. Mixture is rich. Landing lights on. And then fuel pump is on. And then everything else is for VFR.
Okay, let's go ahead and switch the fuel selector. So your fuel pump is on. Switch that to the right. Did you already switch it?
I did switch it to the right. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. And then once we're 2 miles out from LZ, I will have 90 knots. And then 1 notch of flaps. And then we're on the pink data. There was one more, right?
Yep. One that you already did.
The before landing checklist.
Yep. Perfect. Does this altitude work for what we're doing right now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's go right heading. Let's do 280 now.
Okay, 280.
That's 554, tower.
Do I just say that's
Same,
okay?
yeah.
Plus 554?
Plus 554, suggest you fly westbound, overshoot final, traffic about 8 miles south of your position, inbound is a King Air, they're going to have the speed on you. When I turn you back inbound, I'll just have you do a left turn, you come back over Onimi.
We'll overshoot final and expect the left turn over 1B. The rest is 554.
Roger, let me call that left turn for you.
You can keep your speed up a little bit because you don't need to be at 90 till the final approach fix. Just since he pushed us out a little bit.
Okay.
How's it going back there?
Great, thanks. Yeah, that's great.
And then we still report when we hit LZ, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So when are you going to start your descent?
Once I hit 1 to 2,000 feet?
Yeah. We have iLazy still activated, that's fine. If he told us to proceed direct to 1 initially if we weren't doing vectors or something like that, we'd want to activate that leg, right? But we're basically on the course and I'm still technically giving you vectors even though you're aligned with the course, you're already where you're supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
But now that we're at 1 you can go ahead and start descending to 2,000.
Update on the wind, I'm showing 360 at the 1-2.
And then I'm gonna try to get to 90 knots.
Yep, once we're 2 miles out. And I'll have you call for the final approach fix inbound and then I'll take it over for how would we like this approach to terminate.
Okay.
King Air 2, Papa Mike, turn left here, Bravo 3 over to Alpha and then southbound to the hangar.
Bravo 3 Alpha over to the hangar, thanks for the help. 422 Papa Mike.
And then 100 flaps.
Just make sure you try to anticipate that we're going to kind of balloon up once we add those flaps.
Mm-hmm.
So we can stay on our 2000. And remember, we're using the wind correction to correct for the deflection.
Okay.
How far are we from the final approach fix?
1.6 miles.
Okay.
And then I just tell them final approach fix inbound.
Yep,
right?
you can say ILZ inbound or final approach fix inbound, either way.
Mercury Tower, this is West 554, we're final approach fix inbound.
So what do we want to do now that
Thrust 554, runway 36, clear for the option.
36 clear for the option, thrust 554.
And start descending down
Yep,
to
so right when you hit the final approach fix. So we'll follow this glide path.
Yep.
Make sure we're correcting for the course. A little below glide path right now, so we want to make sure we don't descend until we recapture that.
Yep.
Course looks good. Speed's a little low, so we might want to add a tiny bit of power.
Yep.
Okay, this looks stable. We have 2 red and 2 white, so that looks good.
And McKinney Tower, Skyhawk
Right about on
410,
glide
Echo Romeo
path,
holding short
right
36,
aligned with
ready for
our
departure.
course. Right about
410
90.
Echo Romeo, McKinney Tower, no delay, runway 36, clear for takeoff, right turn out approved.
No delay 36, clear for takeoff, right turn out approved, Echo Romeo.
Okay, continuing down. How far are we from minimums?
We are about 800 feet now. And it's 790, I believe.
Okay, let's correct for that course.
Minimums.
Oh, missed.
Okay. Let's start pitching for VY, yep. Go ahead and tell them we're going missed.
Mercury Tower, this is West 554, and we're going missed.
Tower, we'd like to self-vector for the VOR DME Alpha for 36, thrust 554.
Thrust 554, maintain VFR, report the final approach fix.
Maintain VFR and report the final approach fix, thrust 554. Okay. So you can expect that.
Okay.
You can go ahead and clear the flight director since we're not following that.
Alright, and then let's just do...
McKinney Tower, Airport 95, holding short at Bravo 5.
Report 95,
So we gotta select the
McKinney Tower,
approach.
proceed
So
on runway
procedure.
36 from Bravo 5.
And then we'll scroll down to
Airport
select
95,
approach.
sitting on runway 36 from Bravo 5.
You can look at lights.
Alpha.
I would like to, if you could leave them on.
Okay.
Also, I got quite a bit of trash, it seems, so I'll be making periodic stops, I'm sure.
Okay, thanks.
And then I should switch to the green data now or later on.
You can switch to green data since I'm giving you vectors, right?
Okay.
So we can go ahead and set up for what we want the
Elder one,
data
thank
to
you.
look like at the end
Okay.
because I'm giving you vectors, but if you wanted you to go direct to bird or something like that, then you would use GPS to navigate there, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's maintain 2,400.
Okay.
Go ahead and turn right heading 040.
040. And then just while I'm briefing, I'm gonna put it on autopilot if that's okay. So we're going to be doing the VOR DME Alpha for runway 36 and McKinney it's already on 114.6. Our approach course is going to be 214 and then the airport elevation 589. We got the weather for 119.925. We're talking to McKinney Tower right now, which is 118.825. I never forget to say, but our this is not expired, so it's still good. We are self-vectoring to bird, and once we hit there, we can descend to our minimums, which is 1360. And when we go to our threshold for Willem, and still do not see the runway, we'll go missed, which will be climbing right turn to 2400 on the BIP WARTAC, radio 214 to bird, 21.9 DME, and hold there. And we will do a parallel entry into our hold.
Okay.
It was a right turn, right? Because I remember for 36, the missed approach is going to be to the right.
Yes.
Okay.
So left turn for 18, right for 36.
Yep.
Jackson 1 plus 2, McKinney ground, good morning, proceed on taxi Bravo 4, Bravo into the closed area, and then across Bravo 2 to that closed area.
Doesn't want to come on today.
Next to the switch. Landing lights are on.
Okay, go ahead and turn right heading 070.
070.
That's not going to come on. But we have it identified here.
Yep.
Citation 764 Tango Echo, clearance available.
Okay, how far are we from bird?
2.3 miles.
Okay.
So I want to start slowing down to 90 knots.
Yep. Okay, just make sure you're keeping that scan. So airspeed, altitude, course. So we're going to get deflected if we maintain this heading.
Okay.
Our course.
Source 554, you're approaching bird, what's your request?
We're about 2 from bird. We're going to continue circle front the runway, and then we'll head back to Addison for thrust 554.
Source 554, circle on the east side for the right downwind, runway 36.
Circle east for the right downwind for 36, thrust 554.
Airport 905
Okay,
McKinney
and then
ground,
I
you can
got the
proceed
Let's make
on
sure we're correcting for
Alpha, the
deflection.
connectors, this
checklist,
portion of
and then
Bravo
we'll
here in
have
front of the
green data.
tower and
Yep,
at that
so we're
north
bird
end.
inbound, so let's start descending.
Okay. To 1360.
Yep. Let's get a little slower. Make sure you're keeping up that scan. We want to continue all the way down to our minimums, right? So we want to keep that descent in. So we still got a circle. Continuing down to minimums. Okay, go visual. And we'll circle east for landing on 36. So just like we would for a normal downwind for our 36.
Tom McKinney, say again?
Minimums.
Archer 554, you're going to do low approach or touch and go here on the runway, or you just going heading towards Addison off the downwind?
We'll do a low approach, continue, go miss to Addison, thrust 554.
Thrust 554, runway 36, cleared low approach, then be a left turnout.
36, clear low approach, and then a left turn out on the go, thrust 554.
Okay.
Alder 1 plus 1, McKinney ground.
I could do a steep turn.
So just think about the speed that you want to be at
Alder 1
for
plus 2, McKinney
basically
ground,
a
proceed
VFR
across
landing
Bravo
now.
2 southbound. You stopping in this next area?
Because we've used the course to be on the approach, but once you go visual, you're just doing a
Roger.
VFR landing.
Right.
Let's get that speed back.
Tower, good morning, on the 519,
helicopter calling McKinney Tower, say that one more
Okay,
time.
bunny on the runway.
5551 Alpha Alpha, I'm on a C400 area. I'm requesting BFR departure to the north, and I got Charlie.
Addison Airport information, Zulu, time 1247, Zulu weather. Wind 360 at Niner, visibility 13, sky clear. Temperature 01, dew point -05, altimeter 3035. Visual approach, runway 34 in use. VFR arrivals to Addison, contact regional approach on 124.3. For IFR clearance or VFR flight following, contact ground control on 121.6. IFR, stop departures advised tower, you are IFR. Advise on initial contact, you have Zulu.
Turn left heading 210.
Addison Airport information, Zulu, time 1247, Zulu weather.
Okay, we're gonna do the RNAV for runway 34 to Addison.
RNAV 434.
Let's go left heading 180.
180.
That's 554. If I didn't switch, you can check with regional 124.3. Good flight.
Switch to 124.3, thrust 554.
Okay, so we got the weather, we talked to them.
2093, contact regional approach on 125.2. They'll let you know if they can give you the RNAV Zulu.
It's pretty good.
Appreciate it, Southwest 2093.
Okay. So we're doing the RNAV GPS approach into runway 34 into Addison. Our approach course is 337, which we can see on here. Runway length is 6,431, and then airport elevation, touchdown elevation is 645. We got our weather from 133.4, and we'll be switched over to Addison Tower, which will be 126.0, so I'm just going to put it on here now. Okay.
TBM 0 Charlie Sierra, contact regional approach 118.1.
1181.
This is not expired, so it's good. We are vectoring ourselves to Porter right now. And we will descend down to 2,000 whenever
on 124.87
clear
and
to
you're
do
outside
so.
of Bravo airspace.
And then once we hit the fine approach fix there, we can descend to our minimals, which is 1240. And once we hit the threshold at runway 34 and still do not see the runway, we'll go missed, and that'll be climbing to 1500, then climbing right turn to 5000, direct to finger, and holding there.
Okay.
And for our hold, we can do that'll just be a parallel entry into finger. And yeah, I think I got everything.
Alright. Only thing is, we're not self-vectoring, ATC is vectoring us,
Okay.
so just to make sure you don't kind of forget that and then start doing your own heading.
Okay.
Thrust 554, flighting 280 and join the final approach course.
280 and final approach course, thrust 554.
So he wants us to join the final approach course.
705, good morning. Thrust 554, you're 4 from Jarrett, maintain 2000 till established, cleared our nav, runway 34 approach.
2000, cleared for the RNAV 34 for thrust 554.
Thrust 216, that traffic will be no factor for you, about the 9 o'clock position and 1 mile still out, eastbound 2000.
Inside thrust 216.
Thrust 216, contact tower 126.0, goodbye.
Contact tower, thrust 216.
Thrust 554, contact tower 126.0.
Over to tower, thrust 554.
T75 off Bravo, last tower, working on your
Okay,
way.
so let's tell him we're on the RNAV for 34.
Addison Tower, this is thrust 554. We're on the RNAV for runway 34.
Thrust 554, Addison Tower, continue inbound runway 34.
Continue runway 34, thrust 554.
Okay, so let's correct for that deflection.
So we're not all folks here. Can you give me a radar check?
On a corrected deflection with the pink diamond?
Calling tower, say again.
That's 9 off Foxtrot. Can you give me a radar check? Can you give me right?
Go ahead and change your altitude.
I'm reading your radio loud and clear, but I can barely understand what you're saying.
Alright, thank you. 9 off Foxtrot.
Search 275 Alpha Bravo, fly runway heading, runway 34, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 34, clear for takeoff, Alpha Bravo.
Okay, how far are we from the final approach fix?
2 miles, 2.2.
Okay.
Thrust 216, Addison Tower, inner right base, runway 34.
Right around.
Enter right base, runway 34, trust 216.
2 flaps. I'm gonna move this.
Addison Tower, Cessna 950 Lima Papa, holding short runway 34, ready for departure.
Cessna 950 Lima Papa, Addison Tower, runway 34, clear for takeoff.
950 Lima Papa, clear for takeoff, 34.
And then we're on the pink data, and we did the clear, or the landing checklist.
Thrust 554, runway 34, clear land.
Colin?
34 clear to land, thrust 554.
Oh, clear land.
Okay, we're 1.2.
Too slow.
A little bit. Yep. Okay, correcting for that deflection with the pink diamond.
Addison Tower, is there a Lima Papa that just moved onto the runway? There's a little bit of a fuel spot here to the left where you guys were parked.
We're 50 Lima Papa, did you copy that?
Copy
Okay,
that.
2,000
how big
until
of
we
a fuel
get
spot?
to the final approach fix.
About a foot in diameter.
About
Doesn't look
0.5
too
away.
extensive, but enough to make me want to tell you.
Can we just cancel our takeoff clearance and taxi back real quick?
275 off Bravo, conduct regional departure.
So use trim if you need, remember.
143, South Bravo,
950 Lima Papa, cancel your takeoff clearance, exit the runway at Charlie.
Alright, exit at Charlie, we're going to go to Romeo 950 Lima Papa.
0 Papa, taxi to Romeo the Alpha.
Alright, Romeo the Alpha, 950 Lima Papa, thanks.
To 1240.
Thrust 216, begin descent. You're going to be following an Archer. They're on 3 mile final.
Beginning descent, we'll follow the Archer, trust 216.
We don't want to get too far to the right because we know it's going to deflect to the left. So we want to anticipate what it's going to do.
Okay.
3517 Sierra, Addison Tower, runway 34, clip for takeoff, Archer 3 mile final.
Okay, we're a little bit below.
Thrust 216, let me know when you have the Archer inside. They're heading to your left 2.5 miles.
We're looking for 216. Inside, thrust 216.
Thrust 216, follow Archer, runway 34, clear lane number 2. Be advised, they're only showing 60 knots over the ground.
We'll follow the traffic and 34 clear to land, 216.
Okay, correcting to the left a little bit and down. Still need to correct down for the glide path.
Okay.
Let's get a little less power.
Minimums.
Okay, go visual.
Okay. Wind check.
Addison 136 at 6.
We have 4 red right now, so we're a little low.
Okay.
So you can still glance here, even though are landing and looking at the runway now. You can still glance there to kind of get another idea of your position.
Yep.
The pappies are kind of hard to see here. Okay, let's reduce that power since we're over the numbers just about.
Okay, and then power idle.
Okay, let's settle into ground effect and then we'll start pitching slowly.
Oh, I ballooned. I'm sorry. There we go.
Okay, let's try to get off at Fox.
Okay.
There's 554, turn right when able. Taxi to Romeo via Alpha, monitor ground point 6.
We're leaving Foxtrot, go Romeo via Alpha, and monitor ground. That's 554.
35170, were you the aircraft that reported the fuel?
Affirmative, sir, for 35170. We saw him a puddle just left of the center line where they were parked.
Is this something I need somebody to look at, or is it small, or what?
Small enough that no one needs to look at it. Enough that I think maintenance should look at our plane for 170.
Okay, but as far as the concrete is concerned, that's not.
And then I'll bring the flaps down.
Okay, let's maintain the center line. Atlantic Aviation.
Atlantic, go ahead.
Good morning, this is November 676 Tango Foxtrot at thrust. I'd like to get to tabs on either side, please.
Copy that, 676 Tango Foxtrot to tabs.
Thank you so much, have a good day.
You too.
Yeah, we'll put it next to 480.
Is the wings good on that side?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, about here is good.
Yep. Okay. Fuel pump off, landing lights off. And then fin drove down. 1200. Emergency battery off. Avionics off. Let's say electrical equipment's off. Interior lights off. Okay. And then drove down, already did that. Alternate switch off. Throttle idle. Make sure idle cut off. And magnetos. And then master battery off.
Alright, that wraps up the video for today on the approaches on the Piper Archer. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.